Welcome, friend. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm Agatha, and we are here because this is episode number 2 of me trying to make as many 6-day star blankets as I can for charity. Now, if you did not watch the first episode, please click on the top right corner to go watch that. I did make an amount of blankets. You'll find out all about it over there. But yeah, if you did miss it, basically what we're doing is as many 6-day star blankets as we can for a charity specifically called Bridging. It is a nonprofit organization that focuses on families or individuals transitioning to housing stability in the Twin Cities metro area in Minnesota. So I just finished recording the previous video. I'm editing it right now, actually. And in the meantime, I'm working on the next one. You know what? It's not a secret. This is the third one, okay? I made 2 in the previous. Whatever. And this is using Patton's Highland bulky yarn in the colorway lavender. It's mostly acrylic and wool. Now, this blanket is working up really, really fast. I only have 4 skeins of it and I'm already on skein number 2. There's just not a lot of yardage in these skeins. So I'm thinking we might be able to make maybe 3 blankets for the next couple of weeks. Let's see if we can beat our previous record of 2. Let's try to make 3 this time. I just got this yarn from Michael's today. This is a Karen Cinnamon Swirls yarn in the colorway Bay. It is mostly cotton. No, it's actually only acrylic, 100% acrylic. But yeah, I figured that all 3 of these blankets have very feminine, pinkish, purpley colors. I just wanted to switch it up, make, a little bit of blues, a little bit of greens. Even though blues and greens, and specifically bluey greens, are my favorite colors, I somehow don't actually have those in my yarn stash. I'm not entirely sure why, but I think that this is gonna come out really, really cute. I have 2 of these. I think that I should be able to hold these together, and hopefully it'll give us a good enough sized blanket. And there was also one more thing that I wanted to mention. So I actually found out that the company that made the 2 mattresses that I've ever purchased in my life, I freaking love my mattresses. They are doing almost like a rally. I don't know how to call it, but basically on the first week of December, they are making like a charity push for them to take as many blankets as they can, and they will then provide that to the Bridging nonprofit. There's a part of me that wants to commit to continue this challenge for more than just 30 days. I feel like I could do it, but I'm also a little bit scared of over-promising and under-delivering. I think for right now, I'm just going to continue trying to stick to a 30-day challenge of making these 6-day star blankets, but don't be surprised if by the end of this video, I end up challenging myself to making these blankets for longer. So yeah, that is where we are. I don't expect I'm gonna get bored of making these 6-day star blankets. I really, really enjoy this pattern. But if you have any blanket patterns that just really do it for you, please leave them down in the comments just in case I do end up needing a little bit of a change, a little bit of a breather from this pattern. So that is what we're working on today, and let's see how it goes. Hey guys, it is time for an update. Today is Saturday. I just got back from being productive and going to Walmart doing grocery shopping. Is there anything more adult than going grocery shopping at 9 in the morning on a Saturday? I don't think there is. I have a lot of things to tell you guys about the state of the blankets that I've been working on right now. This blue one that I started working on with yellow yarn, I picked the yellow yarn because as soon as I cast that on, the thought that came to my head was celestial. I fell in love with it. I don't think I realized that I really like that color combination. But the more I worked on it, the more I came to the conclusion that the yellow was stealing attention from the blue, when really what I wanted was the blue to be the main character. This might be the third time that I've cast on this specific blanket, but this is what it's looking like right now. I am now holding 3 yarns together. And actually, I'm starting to think that maybe these were meant to be together the entire time. The variegated blue yarn, the colorway is called Bay, and the blue yarn that I'm using, colorway is called Cape Cod. So we're having like an ocean theme here. And actually, I'm also realizing that they are both Karen yarns. So they are siblings. They are meant to go together. For the second blanket, I really want to use this yarn. This is Big Twist Living in the colorway Community. I've just always felt that it looked very Halloweeny, very witchy. There was just a part of my brain that could not stop envisioning this with this slime green yarn. It's just so freaking cool. It was a bit of a tough choice to decide to use this for a blanket that's going to go to charity. I don't know why. I was feeling oddly attached to this yarn, which sounds so silly. So this is how it's looking like right now. But I'm encountering the same issue. I want the green to complement the variegated yarn. I don't want it to take center stage, and I feel like that is what is happening right now. So I think I'm going to frog this also, and I'm gonna do the 3 strands held together like in the blue one, but I'm gonna do it with black. So I feel like these are also siblings that all need to be kept together. These are all Big Twist yarns. The 2 other blankets that we completed for this video, I am really happy with the way that they came out. They are very pretty, but I feel like they're just a little too small. I do really want to make the 3rd blanket that we complete for this video be, you know, like a proper blanket size. So the other update that I had is that I did receive the labels, and I haven't opened it. I was going to, I did start, but I decided that we should be doing that together. They don't look like labels. This looks like a sheet of paper. That's so weird. Oh, okay. Okay, so these have a backing that's a little sticky, but this is actual fabric. Weird. Anyway, let's look at the actual labels. So this is what they look like. They're looking very cute. These are gonna work really, really great so I can try to match a color of flowers to the blanket itself. So yeah, these are really, really cute. I'm really happy with these. Now that I have finally landed on these blankets, specifically this one, I definitely feel very confident that I'll be able to finish at least this one. That's a very excited notion, so I'm going to stop yapping so we can try and beat our record from the last video. Alright friends, today is Saturday, October 4th. I think this is the perfect place to end this vlog. We got a lot of work done in the past couple of weeks. So the first one that we finished in this video was this beauty in a very pretty purpley wine color. It's pretty small. I think I overestimated how much only 3 balls of this yarn could get us. The second one that we finished kind of experienced the same general problem. It is pretty small, but these are so freaking warm. Actually, just having them on my lap is already making me so warm. We're also experiencing a very quintessential Minnesota fall right now. It is 90 degrees outside, so that does not help. Then I really wanted to put a lot of effort into making bigger blankets, which is where this one came in. We can already tell this one's a lot bigger. I did use up in its entirety the dark blue and the variegated blue yarn. I had to bring in some big twist yarn that I had in my stash that the colors looked kind of similar. There's so many changing colors throughout the entire blanket that you can't really tell where it happened, but it was just like this last half of a point. And the last one that we were able to fully finish for this episode, I thought it was very appropriate that we managed to finish this last one on the first day of October. All of the changes in color does distract quite a bit from the pattern itself. I think that that is a valid sacrifice to make for just like how fun this blanket is to look up close. It doesn't really translate on camera very well. It's just so fun to look at it and seeing all of the spots that look very Beetlejuicy and other spots where it just looks very Witch's Brew-y. So we've got a variety of blankets here, plus the 2 that we completed on our previous video. I knocked my mini challenge out of the park. I doubled the amount of blankets that I made on my previous video, so that feels really good. I am still having a lot of fun with this pattern. I actually already started another one, and this is using Premier Puzzle in the colorway Maze, and I just got this at Walmart last week. So I am working on the 7th one. We're not going to be able to get to it today because I feel like I could have finished it probably, but my husband did ask me if I could make a scarf for one of his hunting buddies. I've made this in 2 days. It's very similar to the Sophie scarf, but this is the Simple Thing by Melina. I don't remember her last name. As usual, if you are curious about any of my knitting and crochet projects that I show on my channel, I put them all in my Ravelry projects. I try to keep my Ravelry projects very updated. For the next video, if you're interested, we're going to weave in the ends. I'm sorry, I know that that doesn't sound very fun, but we're going to weave in all of the ends of all of these blankets, and we're going to add the tags. We're going to measure them, we're going to take some pretty pictures, and then we're going to go drop them off. And another thing that I'm not going to get into right now, but I will on my next video, is how much yarn have I managed to get out of my stash through this challenge. It is very interesting how I've had to go into the luggers that I use to store all of my yarn, and they feel so much emptier. I feel just so completely different than I did just a few weeks ago when I was really at the depths of my crojo loss. This has given me so much joy. But yeah, I think that that is all for today. I really need to wrap this up. So thank you so much, you guys, for coming along with me in this little challenge adventure that I've been embarking on. I hope that I will see you in the next video. Hasta la próxima. Ciao.